Today we're going to make a really special soup. It's called New England Chicken Corn Chowder. So we're going to use the Phillips soup maker for this. A few simple ingredients. Let me show you where they are. There's some onions. I'm using a Vidalia. I have some leftover already cooked chicken, and this is just from another meal, but if you don't have that, you could also use rotisserie chicken, cut a couple pieces up. I have a red pepper, some regular white potatoes, and then I have some crisp corn and some cream corn. Alright, those are little shortcuts there. And then I have about 2 cups of broth that we made ourselves from chicken and some root vegetables. And then at the end of it all, we're going to top it off with some crispy bacon. Now this is bacon I haven't cooked yet. It's the ready-to-eat version, but we're going to crisp it up before we serve the soup. So we're going to get started. One of the funny things we have to be careful of on this soup maker is it's very limited in how much you can put in it. Though it does a great job. We're going to cook the soup using one of the functions that says chunky soup today. And this is the blade that you'll see stirring the soup around. Canister, to me, reminds me of a 64-ounce soda bottle. That's about the size of it. So we're going to start by putting the most important things in first. When it gets up to the fill line, we have to stop because it won't stir the soup right if we put too much in. The fill line is right about there. Okay, first I'm going to take this amount of chicken, which I wanted to use, and I'm going to chop it up a little bit smaller. It's nice to be able to use your leftovers. So this is about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup of chicken. Goes in first. Then I'm going to cut up the onion and pepper, and I'll be right back. Okay, while you're gone, I cut up the onions, the peppers, and also the potatoes. I peeled them and made some nice little bite-sized cubes out of them. Okay, so I'm going to start by adding the corn here first because we want to use the whole can of cream corn and we want to use the whole can of crispy corn. All I have in there so far is the cut up chicken, so I'm going to put in the can of cream corn. This is 14.7 ounces. Alright, and then we're going to put in 15-ounce can of corn niblets. Alright, here's what we got so far. Not a lot of room left. So we want to make a mixture of the onions and peppers and the potatoes. Get all the onions, and you can see just about I'm at the fill line. So we're just going to put in peppers and onions, and we'll save the potatoes for a little breakfast later on tomorrow. Alright, and also going to add some parsley. Give that some flavor. Fortunately, the herbs don't take up much room, and I'm going to use some ginger powder. I like that flavor in the soup. Alright, we're going to fill in the cracks with the broth. Here we go. We start to see the broth come up there. We're going to stop and we're going to cook the soup. Now, we could always make another pot of soup with that, but we always have plans to make different things here anyway. So we're going to fit that S blade into the pot, and here's where the connections are made for the electricity. Now here's all the choices that we have for what kind of soup we want to make. This is where you make one that's blended. This is for when you make one that's chunky or milky or a compote for fruit or like a smoothie. So we're gonna use the setting to choose the second one for chunky, and we're gonna start. Now we'll start to feel the heat come up from the bottom, and every once in a while that blade will spin around and it'll mix the soup, but only to a chunky status. So while that's cooking, it'll take about 18 minutes. I'm going to prepare the bacon by microwaving this in paper towels and make it a nice crispy topping for on top of our bowls of soup. Alright, so we'll be back, check on this in 15 to 18 minutes. Can you hear that? Hear that? Starting to, oh, it's mixing. But it's mixing nice and slow, not fast enough that it will make a cream soup out of it. It's just blending it nicely. Every couple minutes it'll do that. But I don't know if you can hear the bubbling. Can you hear that? It's already hot up to here, and it's growing. We'll be back. Okay, while the soup is finishing up, I crisped up the bacon, and I'm just going to break this up into little bits. And this is going to be our topping for the soup. And cameraman always loves the bacon.
Mm-hmm. For me?
For you. Ooh, I made you a little extra.
Thank you.
I'll tell you how crunchy it is. Is it good, Rick?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so that's all ready for topping. Now, let's take a peek in there. We had a little beeping going on, so I believe the soup is done. Oh, check it out, check it out. Nicely blended. Let me get a little, let me get a ladle here. We can actually pour it right out of here. But I want to mix, see what it looks like. See the chunks of potatoes and chicken and peppers. And the corn, cream corn made it a kind of creamy soup. Nice chowder. Alright, let's pour some in the bowls. Okay. Then we'll take that nice crispy bacon, put a couple flakes on the top. How's that look? Alright, I'm going to let that cool off, and then we're going to taste it and tell you how it tastes. Alright, let's taste this one. Rick, do you want to try one?
Sure. Thank you. It looks corny.
It's still a little hot though, be careful.
Yeah. It's good. It's like Southwestern. Right?
Yeah, not too spicy though, right?
No, it's good.
It's actually a recipe from the New England states.
Really?
Yeah. But can be made anywhere, of course. Ooh. This is nice. Okay, so alright, I hope you get a chance to try this recipe. Add a little bacon for a little crispiness, and enjoy the corn. Chicken corn chowder. Use some of your leftovers and make a nice soup out of it. Thanks for watching.